Okay, I'm showing it's 4:30, so let's call call the Board of Zoning Adjustments to order. Call the roll, please.
Ellis, Farner,
Here.
Klessen,
Here.
Sudbury,
Here.
Portillo,
Here.
Dool, Lloyd.
Here.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is consideration of the minutes from our last meeting.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from October 14th, 2024. Second.
And second. Anybody have any discussions of them? Okay, everybody in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. There's no unfinished business, so we move right into the new business. We have a public hearing number 2024-56293, Planner Hyatt.
All right, thank you. This property is located in the eastern area of Bella Vista and is Lot 22, Block 4 of the Melanie subdivision. And Code Section 109-248B2 limits front yard fences to 3 feet in height for lots less than 4 acres. The applicant is requesting a variance from the 3-foot height fence limit for their lot to place a 4-foot height fence. The applicant maintains front landscaping that's been recognized within the community and states that a large herd of deer reside near the home and frequently tear up the yard and plants. The plan will be to install a 4-foot tall fence with hedges behind to deter the deer from entering the yard. It should be noted that the applicant met with the ACC prior to this meeting and the request was denied through them. Through reviewing this request, staff does not find that strict enforcement of the zoning ordinance would cause an undue hardship to circumstances unique to the individual property under consideration. We did publish a legal ad notifying the public of the hearing in the Weekly Vista, and that was ran on October 23rd, and a public hearing sign was posted on October 31st. Due to the analysis above, staff does not recommend approval.
Any of the commissioners have questions of staff? Okay, is the applicant here? Would you like to come up and state your name and address, please?
James Miller, 33 Melanie Circle.
Okay, do you want to add anything to the staff report? Or?
We filed for the variance with the ACC. We were told we had to submit that filing within a certain period of time before their meeting last month. Meanwhile, we had to file the variance also with the city a month in advance of this meeting. So in the process of having to file 2 requests for a variance, we were declined by the ACC. I called the city and they requested my $200 back. And he said, well, that was for the newspaper ad. Well, can you check, see if they placed the ad? Called back, said, no, they hadn't placed the ad, but we still can't give you your money back. So I'm here tonight basically to wonder why we have to file in 2 different entities for the same thing, and why I had to do it a month apart and still don't get my $200 back when I knew that I wasn't get approved a month ago before this meeting, even when the money had not been spent for the newspaper ad. So I spent $200 for you to waste my time, so I'm here wasting yours. That's the bottom line. So I'm gonna file a complaint with Blue Crane about the ACC. So if anybody's here, it's on the ACC, you'll be hearing from us.
So do I understand you're withdrawing your request for this variance?
No, you want to go ahead and approve it, go ahead and approve it. Doesn't mean anything.
I'm sorry?
If you want to go ahead and approve it, go ahead and approve it. It doesn't mean anything. I would love for you to approve it, just so that there's the conflict. That would be awesome. Because it's just, I mean, I know I'm new. We're new to the area, been here since March. We're master gardeners for years down in Florida. We came up here, we're trying to improve our property. We've got Garden of the Month for August, just after a few months of being here, improving the property. And it's just frustrating when you run into this kind of bureaucracy, which is all it is. It's nothing but just pure, unadulterated bureaucracy. The ACC It's a vestigial remnant of a time when the city didn't even exist. There's no reason why you can't do what they do. They don't even, there's no need for them anymore. So I'm just here to say that,
All right.
all right?
Do any of the commissioners have questions?
Hi,
Hi,
Jim.
Debbie.
How are you?
Oh, I'm peachy.
You do have a beautiful property, we know this.
It's getting better every day.
I'm sure it is. You wouldn't consider withdrawing for now?
Oh, it doesn't matter. We've already built the fence within code. The fence is up. We got the permits, the fence company's already put it up, and it's at 3 feet. Somebody wants to come out and
Okay,
check the
so
height.
you have some protection, but it's 3 feet.
Oh, yeah, we built it to the specs because we knew we weren't gonna get approved. I'm just here to say my piece. Again, I paid $200 for these 5 minutes, so I'm getting my money's worth. That's it.
Okay.
And it's on camera, I hope, and hope anybody out there listening hears all this, and I hope the ACC doesn't exist eventually.
Okay, any of the commissioners have any other comments?
I just want to mention that you could have waited to apply to us till after the ACC had made
I
their
couldn't.
decision.
I couldn't. I was told I had to do it a month in advance, and the timing was such that I had to do the ACC meeting last month, but I still had to file the paperwork a month in advance for this meeting. So there was, because of the timing of it, there was no other way to do it. So once I got rejected by the ACC, immediately we called you guys and asked for our $200 back because we knew that that was moot. But the problem is there's 2 separate entities for the same thing. That's the inherent problem.
Okay, we hear you.
Okay, that's
Okay.
it. That said my piece, thank you.
All right, well, staff, I think we still need to have a public hearing, don't we? All right, so we will have a public hearing on this. If there's anybody in the audience that wants to speak to it, you have 3 minutes or 5 minutes, excuse me. Seeing nobody, then I will entertain a motion about this variance.
Motion to approve the variance.
Say it again.
Motion to approve the variance.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All right, call the roll, please.
Sudbury,
No.
Plesson,
No.
Lloyd,
No,
Dool. No. Portillo,
No.
Farner,
No. All right, the variance is not approved, and we'll move on to the next, the open discussion. Do we have anything for open discussion?
Yeah, I did have just one item for the record. We did publicize another public hearing tonight, zoning variance 56314 for 4 Norwood Drive. There was a variance request that was originally on the docket to come tonight. However, they withdrew after we'd already notified the public about the public hearing. So if you did see the legal ad, yes, we did post it. However, they withdrew afterwards, so there's no need to hold a public hearing anymore. But just wanted the record to show. We did notify, but we're not having it now.
Okay. Commissioners have anything for open discussion? Well, if that, the announcements are that the planning commission regular meeting will be held directly upon, after this, and we are adjourned. All right, I'll call to order the November meeting of the Bella Vista Planning Commission. Call the roll, please.
Ellis, Farner,
Here.
Plesson,
Here?
Sudbury,
Here.
Portillo,
Here.
Dool. Here. Lloyd.
here.
All right, the first item on the agenda is the consideration of the minutes for our October 14th meeting. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from October 14th.
Second.
JD, all right, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, this is a part of the planning commission meeting where we have, the public has an opportunity to address the planning commission. I don't see anybody out there in the audience, so I guess there's not going to be anybody addressing us. So we have no unfinished business. We move into new business. and we have a public hearing on the development ordinance. Staff, do you want to talk about that? You're on.
I don't really have very much that's changed since we discussed this at the work session. However, I did hear back from Arkansas Department of Health. They gave me a statement of support. They said, "We support this proposal. Bella Vista is saturated with older septic systems that are in need of repair. It is important that the tanks are replaced properly and that the repairs are handled according to ADH on-site wastewater regulations." And I did hear from a second septic installer and design rep as well. Overall, they had no concerns. In fact, they said that this could actually assist them, so that way they know when a tank's been replaced. Instead of going in, digging around, they could just ask or look into our permitting system and look. So mainly they were just concerned about timing. However, after explaining this would be an over-the-counter sub permit, I believe that concern was rendered. So essentially, the three people that I've heard from, the two septic installers and ADH, have been in support. Since we've last discussed this at the work session, however, no changes have been made. This is still just a permit proposal for septic system installations and repair, including the tank and leach field, for tanks and leach fields being repaired or installed not associated with a new build. So we're not adding a new permit to the new build permitting situation. However, we are going to require them for tanks not associated with new builds and leach repairs and replacements. So other than that, I'm happy to take any questions.
Yeah. Commissioners have any questions? We have to have a public hearing on this, and since there's nobody in the audience, I guess we don't have any comments. And this is, if I remember correctly, this is an item that we recommend, we send it on to the council for.
Correct. You will recommend to council.
Okay. Do I have a motion to recommend this, or have a motion to send this to the council?
So moved.
Second.
Second? Okay. Call the roll, please.
Klessen,
Yes.
Lloyd,
Yes.
Dool,
Yes.
Portillo,
Yes.
Sudbury,
Yes.
Farner.
Yes. Okay, next item on the agenda is the committee reports. Do we have any?
None at this time.
All right, we go to open discussion. Do we have anything in open discussion?
I guess just wanted to give you guys an update and touch base on the code reform. We are currently waiting on 107, and the zoning map should be here sometime this week. So we are excited to move forward and maybe share that with you once we get the first technical review of it. But we are staying on schedule for spring of 2025, hopefully, to get that to you guys and city council. So once we have it, if you guys are interested in seeing it, I'm happy to share that with you. But still in early stages on the zoning map and the actual development portion of 107. So just an update.
Do any of the commissioners have anything for open discussion? Well, I guess we're down to announcements. City council work session is Monday, November 18th at 5:30. City council regular meeting is November 25th at 6 o'clock. The planning commission work session for November 27th is canceled. So our next Board of Zoning Adjustment meeting is December 9th here it's a Monday, and then followed by the planning commission. We are adjourned. We did them both in 14.